Vietnam's telecommunications. A journey from monopoly to modernization. Vietnam's telecommunications sector has undergone a remarkable transformation over the past few decades. From a state-controlled monopoly to a dynamic and increasingly competitive market, the evolution of telecommunications in Vietnam reflects the country's broader shift towards a market-oriented economy. The journey has been marked by technological advancements, increased accessibility, and a growing role in the global digital economy. Today, Vietnam's telecommunications infrastructure not only serves its citizens but also plays a vital role in connecting the country to the world. The early years, a state monopoly. For much of its early history, Vietnam's telecommunications services were solely provided by the Vietnam Post and Telecommunications General Corporation, now known as the VNPT Group. As a state-owned entity, VNPT enjoyed complete control over the country's telecommunications infrastructure and services. Until 1986, the VNPT had an unchallenged monopoly, and while it provided essential communication services to the country, the limitations of a single provider model often led to slower development and limited technological innovation. This monopoly reflected the broader structure of Vietnam's centrally planned economy at the time, where state control over key sectors was the norm. However, as the country began its economic reforms in the late 1980s, known as Doi Moi, a shift towards market liberalization became evident, and the telecommunications sector was not left behind. Reforms and competition. The end of VNPT's monopoly. In 1995, Vietnam made a decisive move towards reforming its telecommunications industry by introducing competition into the market. This was a pivotal moment, marking the creation of two new domestic telecommunication companies, the Military Electronic and Telecommunication Company, now known as Viettel, and the Saigon Post and Telecommunication Company, SPT or Saigon Postal. With 18% of SPT owned by VNPT, Viettel, in particular, would go on to become a major player in the sector. Viettel, wholly owned by the Vietnamese Ministry of Defense, brought a new energy and approach to the market. Its military backing gave it both strategic resources and a unique position in the country. Saigon Postal also played an important role, though it never grew to the size of its competitors. These changes reflected the government's desire to bring new ideas, competition, and efficiency into the telecommunications sector. In 2003, the Vietnamese government took an even bolder step by officially ending VNPT's monopoly through a government decree. This move was critical in setting the stage for the competitive landscape that would soon emerge. No longer could a single entity dominate the sector, and the doors were opened for other companies to provide services, innovate, and help modernize the country's telecommunications infrastructure. The rise of Viettel, Vinaphone, and Mobifone. By 2012, the telecommunications market in Vietnam had undergone a substantial transformation, and the top three operators were Viettel, Vinaphone, and Mobifone. Viettel quickly rose to prominence, largely due to its aggressive expansion strategies, affordable services, and innovative approach to reaching rural and underserved areas. Today, Viettel is not only a leader in Vietnam but also operates in several countries around the world, making it one of the few Vietnamese companies with a strong international presence. Vinaphone and Mobifone, both of which are subsidiaries of VNPT, also play critical roles in the market. While VNPT's complete monopoly may have ended, the organization remains an important player in the sector through these two subsidiaries. Vinaphone, in particular, is known for its extensive network coverage and has been a reliable provider of mobile and internet services for millions of Vietnamese citizens. Mobifone, on the other hand, focuses on providing mobile telecommunication services and has maintained a strong market share thanks to its quality service and user-friendly offerings. Together, these three companies, Viettel, Vinaphone, and Mobifone, represent the core of Vietnam's telecommunications industry. Other players and expanding the market. While the big three dominate the market, other companies have made important contributions. EVN Telecom, Vietnam Mobile, and S-Phone were among the other players operating in the early 2010s, though their market shares have been relatively small compared to the larger competitors. EVN Telecom, initially operated by the state-run electricity of Vietnam, EVN, provided some competition, but it eventually merged with Viettel, consolidating the market further. Vietnam Mobile has carved out a niche, particularly by offering affordable plans to budget-conscious consumers, and S-Phone, while no longer a significant player, was an early pioneer in introducing CDMA technology in Vietnam. These companies contribute to the diversity and competitive spirit of the telecommunications landscape in Vietnam, ensuring that consumers have options when choosing their service providers. Foreign investment and market liberalization. One of the most significant developments in Vietnam's telecommunications sector has been the shift towards market liberalization and the encouragement of foreign investment. As the Vietnamese government continues its efforts to modernize the economy, it has recognized the importance of attracting foreign capital and expertise, particularly in sectors that require heavy investment, such as telecommunications. Vietnam has implemented reforms to attract foreign investment in both services and infrastructure development. Foreign companies have brought not only capital but also cutting-edge technology, helping Vietnam build a robust and modern telecommunications infrastructure that can keep pace with global standards. The shift towards 4G and now 5G technology is a direct result of these reforms, placing Vietnam on a path to becoming a leader in digital innovation in the region. The growing interest from international telecom companies in Vietnam's market is a testament to the country's potential. With a young, tech-savvy population and rapid internet penetration, Vietnam is seen as a fertile ground for digital services, mobile apps, and cloud-based solutions. The increasing use of smartphones, social media, and e-commerce platforms further emphasizes the importance of a reliable telecommunications infrastructure. The road ahead, 5G and beyond. As Vietnam continues to develop its telecommunications industry, the focus is increasingly shifting towards the future. The country has already begun rolling out 5G networks, with Viettel leading the charge. This technology promises to revolutionize the way people interact with the internet, providing faster speeds and more reliable connections. 5G is expected to play a critical role in the development of Vietnam's digital economy, particularly in areas such as smart cities, e-commerce, and the Internet of Things, IoT. The implementation of 5G will further integrate Vietnam into the global economy, making it easier for businesses to operate across borders and for consumers to access global markets. Additionally, 5G technology will have a profound impact on industries such as manufacturing, healthcare, and education, enabling new technologies such as artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and remote learning. Conclusion: a modern telecommunications hub. Vietnam's telecommunications industry has come a long way from its days as a state-controlled monopoly. The reforms introduced over the past few decades have not only opened up the market to competition but have also helped the country build one of the most modern telecommunications infrastructures in Southeast Asia. Companies like Viettel, Vinaphone, and Mobifone continue to lead the charge, ensuring that the country remains at the forefront of technological innovation. As Vietnam continues its journey towards becoming a more market-oriented economy, the telecommunications sector will play a crucial role in its economic growth and global integration. With 5G technology on the horizon and an ever-increasing focus on digital transformation, Vietnam is poised to become a telecommunications hub in the region, connecting its people and businesses to the world.